All right, and we are live. What is up, vinyl community? Welcome to a live stream with the Record Spinner. Today is a very special day for us Black Sabbath fans. We saw the release of a new box set. It is called the Supersonic Years. It's the 70s Singles Box Set. Right off the bat, this release is very interesting because we have not seen a release of the Black Sabbath singles from the Ozzy years before, so this is a bit of a first. And I do think that something like this is really nice to see nowadays because in terms of the early Black Sabbath catalog, the Ozzy years, all the albums from 70 to 78, it has been, those albums have been reissued so many times under so many different labels and whatnot. So I think it's cool to see something different now being done with the catalog. So with all that said, let's jump into what it is. Amazon just delivered this just about a half hour ago or something. So let's take a look at what we have. Now, right off the bat, the store that I work at actually got this in, and I was able to see it up front. Obviously, I did not dig in the box and see what it looked like, but I saw the exterior of it, and it looks rather nice, I must say. So we have, it came in this little Amazon Prime bag, and we have it in a box right here, which provides a little bit of extra protection, which is always nice. All right. And here it is. Wow. Very nice. So here is the box itself. Sorry for the glare. And it says Supersonic Years, the complete 70s singles box. Now the hype sticker says, it has the title, Supersonic Years, the 70s singles box set, 10 rare 7-inch singles in color sleeves, remastered with original edits, includes new liner notes, strictly limited edition box set. Now, I was going to say, in terms of single edits, I don't think we've really seen much out there released in terms of digitally on CD and whatnot. So that's always nice to have to hear different versions of the songs featured on here. Another thing, too, with this, the one interesting thing with this is that Black Sabbath, in my eyes at least, is not much of a singles band, and I'm not quite sure if they were perhaps behind what got chosen to be the singles off of whatever records they were putting out. But regardless, it is an interesting way to view the early Sabbath years. So this is the front. You have the little demonic figure right there with the wings, the little devil horns, has the Master Reality logo right there. And here's the back with all of the singles featured in the box. Once I open up the box and work my way through it, I'll showcase what singles are featured in this. There's a little brief bit on the top which says, from Black Sabbath's debut single to their ultimate chart success with Paranoid and legendary band of releasing singles. That bit's interesting. The Supersonic Years box set documents the band's run of hit singles as never before. It also says this limited edition box set includes 5 rare single edits: Iron Man, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, Am I Going Insane, Hard Road, Symptom of the Universe, 10 unique color picture sleeves from around the world, either rare or exclusive to this box set, remastered by renowned mastering engineer Andy Pierce, and also includes new liner note booklet detailing the rarities contained within the box, along with the story behind the birth and evolution of the most culturally important genre of all time. So, good stuff. I have my trusty knife, and we're going to work our way through this. Now, when this box was first released, not first released, when it was first announced like a couple months ago, I was kind of like, because 7 inches, I mean, I do buy them, but it's not something that I collect as much as I do with 12 inches, as you can see behind me. But considering that it is Black Sabbath, I thought, why not? Because Black Sabbath, along with Iron Maiden, are the two bands that I go to the most when it comes to the heavy metal genre. So let's take the cellophane off, and I'm going to try to preserve the hype sticker as best as I can. And here we are. So right off the bat, this is a nice matte box, and I don't know if you can really kind of make it out here, but this is the design here is kind of glossy, which is very nice. Looks cool. And this right here, this is like a little peel away. Is it peel away? It looks like it's being held together with some glue. So it is indeed peel away. I'm not going to take it off now. I don't want to take my precious time trying to not damage the box itself. So let's open it up. And so we have a basic kind of white thing on the back. And first, we have a booklet. Has the Black Sabbath logo with the term Supersonic Years. And I'm sure all you Sabbath fans know the term Supersonic Years derives from the song Symptom of the Universe, which is, by the way, probably one of my favorite Black Sabbath tracks. So we open up, and we have some single sleeves from around the world. Let me see what it kind of goes on about. So pretty much it just gives you a little bit of history on the band, which is nice. I'm pretty sure this continues on throughout the book. So we have more sleeves and more liner notes. So it looks like they pretty much talk about each of the songs. There's quotes from interviews from the band from in the past, like with magazines such as The NME and whatnot. So this is kind of a really cool kind of timepiece sort of thing. So I do enjoy giving this a read once I get to spinning this set. More sleeves. So there you go. And gives credits to who mastered it, who brought the project together, this and that, whatnot. And here it is. So we also have some publishing details, and also gives you a nice, cool little bit on the singles discography from the US and the UK. And it even tells you for each of the singles featured in this set where the sleeves come from and which country. So that's really cool. So I'm actually going to keep this open and use this as a reference when I showcase now the singles that are featured here. So let's take them all out. And here we go. So here, I'm going to place them all right here. And right off the bat, the first single here is Evil Woman backed with Wicked World. Now, for you Black Sabbath fanatics, Evil Woman was, of course, their first single. It's a cover song. I believe the original was done by a band called Crow from the late 60s. And my dad actually has a 7-inch record of the Crow version, which bears a lot of resemblance to the Black Sabbath version. The only difference being that Black Sabbath did their own version of it. Simple. There's no really differences in arrangement. So you have a pretty cool early photo of the band right there. And then on the flip side, you have a little adaptation of the first album artwork. Evil Woman was featured on the first album overseas in England, but when the album was released here in the States, Wicked World was included instead, which I think kind of fits it because Evil Woman, if you listen to an English version of the first album, it stands out very much. And this is also the first Black Sabbath vinyl release that I have that features that song, Evil Woman. And plus, I do actually like the song very much. So here it is. And this sleeve is, the front right here is from Holland, and the back side is from Germany. So this little booklet's coming in handy already. So let's check out what it looks like. So here it is. So you have that classic olive Warner Brothers label right there. Very nice. And I'm going to try to decipher the dead wax as to where this was pressed and whatnot. Looks like it was pressed at Optimal, which is a pretty large-scale pressing plant based in Europe. In terms of mastering engineers, I am not quite sure, to be honest with you. We'll never know. Anyways, looks pretty well pressed. And the next one up is Paranoid and the Wizard. Now this uses the same photo that we saw from the Evil Woman one. And then this front side is from Italy, and then the back side is from Sweden. So it's the same photo. I'll show off everything. So we still have that Warner Brothers label. Very nice. The sleeves themselves kind of feel just slightly a bit papery, just a little bit. And there's no real protection for the records themselves. Luckily, I do have some inner sleeves that I can store these in. And I don't know if I'll probably sleeve up the actual sleeves themselves. I might if there's room in the box for them. So there's that. And then the next one we have, this is kind of delivered in a sort of generic kind of paper sleeve that labels back then would release singles in. The cool thing though, the flip side of this is the Vertigo label, and all the Black Sabbath vinyl collectors out there. The Vertigo was the label that they were on overseas in England, and if you have a Vertigo pressing on the B side, when the platter is turning, it gives off this pretty cool effect when you look at it. So the front side here is the Warner Brothers thing, and then you have the Vertigo on the other side. And being very careful because I don't want to scuff anything. That's the most important thing. Here we go. I should have emphasized the A side of this is Iron Man, and then the B side is Electric Funeral. Some classic cuts from the Paranoid album. Okay, making sure I actually get these the countries right, just to make sure. Now this is a slightly more glossier cardstock sleeve, so I'm assuming this is what it actually came in back in the day. I'm not quite sure. I guess I don't know. It's fine. I guess it all kind of varies. So we have Tomorrow's Dream and Lagoona Sunrise. These two tracks are from the Volume 4 album. Now this side comes from France, and this side comes from Germany. So you have some pretty cool photos of the band right there. I'll show off the labels again. Seems like a lot of repetition, but I just like to showcase everything for the sake of everyone that wants to see things. There you go. And up next we have, this is Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, and Changes. So obviously the front side here is Japan, and then this side right here is from Holland. Very cool. Let's see what the label looks like. Aha, so the label does change at this period. So we have the sort of palm tree Warner Brothers label, which is pretty cool. And right here we have, this is Am I Going Insane? Parentheses radio. And the flip side is Hole in the Sky. And right off the bat, the front and the back side is from Japan. Another Hawaiian Warner Brothers label. And up next, this is back to another kind of papery cardstock kind of sleeve. This is Gypsy and She's Gone. Some pretty interesting deep cuts from the Sabbath catalog. Now these are from the Technical Ecstasy album. And right off the bat, this is from Yugoslavia. So we pretty much have the exact same photo, same design on both sides. So there you go. I gotta say, everything looks pretty consistent overall. I mean, despite the sleeves, like these kind of paper sleeves being kind of overall I'm still pretty impressed. This is a really nice thing to own. Now, as the packaging did say, it is limited edition. Not quite sure how many of these were pressed up, but if the numbers are low, then this will prove to be a very cool collector's item later on down the road. So then we have side A is It's Alright and Rock and Roll Doctor. It's Alright is an absolutely awesome song. Bill Ward, the drummer, sings lead on it. Absolutely sensational. The front side here is from Holland, and then the back side is from Japan. So, still have that Hawaiian Warner Brothers label. Very nice. Now, little quick note that I did notice. If you have some of the recent Black Sabbath CD remasters, as well as vinyl as well, because they did them recently. They include liner notes and photos of the band from the time period. You will actually see a lot of these 7-inch sleeves. So right off the bat, these do look very familiar. So check back with I think they came out in 2016, the new remasters that are out on CD and vinyl. If you have them, check them out because a lot of the sleeves here featured in this box are on there, which is pretty cool. This right here is Never Say Die, backed with She's Gone. Front side's from Holland, opposite side's from Germany. I gotta say, I really do love this front artwork right here. And then the back side is pretty much the Never Say Die cover. Let's check it out. And the label has changed. Now we kind of have more of a sort of whitish Warner Brothers label. Very cool. And we are nearing the end of our journey. We have the last single here. This is Hard Road, backed with Symptom of the Universe. The front side is from Japan. Wait, this is Japan, my bad. And then the other side is from Germany. Kind of flip-flop that. So, here we go. And we still have that newer white Warner Brothers label. So that is it, guys. So overall, I'm pretty much impressed in terms of the packaging. I hope to spin this very soon. I have a busy couple of days ahead of me, so hopefully I'll have an evening where I can sit down, brush all these off, and give it a spin. I am looking forward to it. Bit of a different release to come out of the Black Sabbath camp, but nonetheless, I am very excited to see how it is. So there you go. That is my unboxing of the Supersonic Years 70s Singles Box Set, Black Sabbath. If you enjoyed this live stream and this unboxing, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. There's going to be plenty more unboxings and live streams to come. See you guys in the next video, and most importantly, keep the record spinning. Rock on.